It's said that people join companies, but they quit bosses. How prepared are you in dealing with the difficult people who are in a position of authority and influence, people who can make or break your career? Because 80% of any job success is based on your ability to deal with people. In this video, I'll be diving deep into the art of managing up so that you can actually thrive under a difficult boss. I'll explore 5 types of difficult bosses that you might find yourself working for and how to deal with them powerfully. No, seriously, I've got some top expert, well-applied tips for you in this video. Hi, I'm Smita Joshi. Welcome to the Self-Discovery channel. On this channel, we bring you inspiration, insights, and tools to forward your self-discovery journey into freedom and thriving, being the best you. Working with gifted leaders can alter the course of your career. And on the other hand, not dealing effectively with a difficult boss could impede your career progress or even have it unceremoniously curtailed. At the very least, these difficult bosses can take the enjoyment away from your work. So it's imperative to be conscious of what type of manager or leader you're actually dealing with. Here are 5 of the more challenging types that I've personally encountered. And the names and descriptions that I'm about to give have emerged from my own experience and observations over some 25 years of working internationally with well-known corporates and startups. The first type of difficult boss is the psychopath. Research shows that this type of boss is arrogant, superficially charming, will lie and brag a lot, and deflects responsibility. Their main characteristic, though, is that they simply lack empathy, which makes them shallow and may even make them appear cold.
Pick up that phone and speak the words that I have taught you. I want you to go out there and I want you to ram Steve Madden stock down your clients' throats till they fucking choke on it. Till they choke on it and they buy 100,000 shares. That's what I want you to do.
Be aware that they're also agile and intelligent and know how to manipulate situations to their advantage. The thing about this type of character is that they lack self-awareness overall, and therefore they don't have a sense of how their actions may be helping or hurting the people in their team. I call the second type of difficult boss the howler. The howler boss intimidates their way to success and uses the strategy of shouting and screaming to get others to submit to their demands. They avoid people and they ignore others' success. They are excitable, cynical, arrogant, and insecure.
When you work here, you work here. You don't think about home and families and babies.
However, they're singularly focused on getting ahead. So they do get results where others fail and so keep themselves upwardly mobile. Call the third type of difficult boss the cathedral. The cathedral is the rising star. They are super successful in the firm and everyone knows just how much they've contributed to the success of the company. As a result, they're narcissistic. They have a huge sense of self-entitlement, lack empathy, and aggressively resist feedback.
Morning, everyone. So, I have finally decided who I want to be our new senior vice president of sales. It's me.
They think outside the box, even when it's not required, and therefore rock the boat regularly with peers as well as seniors. Towards their subordinates, they are ruthlessly critical and will not hesitate to scheme their demise from their team when they might outshine them. Cathedrals cast a tall shadow, and so grass cannot grow in the cathedral's shadow. The cathedral manager rarely allows others to grow and flourish under them. When they feel threatened that someone else will outshine them, cathedrals go to great lengths to smear people's reputations, to kill their progress. The fourth type of difficult boss that I've seen in the workplace is the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper will block you from having access to others, especially those with influence and authority to raise your profile. In fact, they go to great lengths to withhold your accomplishments and contribution from others so that your power is limited and they look good. One type of gatekeeper is incompetent, but who is extremely ambitious and will do anything to succeed, even at the cost of others. The second type of gatekeeper is someone who will do anything that it takes to keep others from exposing his incompetence and sliminess. Lastly, there's the micromanager. The micromanager is the most tedious of people to have around. They are so insecure about their capacities that you only have to turn around to find them looking over your shoulder every other moment of the day.
There must be something wrong with the internal clock on our security system.
May have been a minute late.
Well, no, but according to this, you were 2 minutes late.
While each type has different ways of being, it is possible to deal with them successfully by applying self-awareness and emotional intelligence. So here are a few tips to help you to do just that. Tip 1. Understand expectations like a pro. Have a clear view of what is expected of you, both on paper and what's never explicitly said. There are certain often critical things that are never explicitly discussed, and these are the more subtle, unspoken rules that can trip you up. So be sure to take your time to figure these out. Tip 2. Pay attention to unspoken rules in your organizational structure. Observe group dynamics to understand where the balance of power lies. Who are the silent influences? Understand that when you miss the silent cues, this can have serious repercussions in how you handle your boss. Tip 3. Don't resist. Align. If you can discern their management style, you'll be able to see how you need to adapt to meet their demands. Be clear about how you like to work and then align it with your boss's approach and modes of communication. For example, do they tend to be rational and data-driven? Then make sure that you keep up-to-date facts and figures at your fingertips.
Ruth, what's the status on that computer?
She's right behind you, Mr. Harrison.
You think you can find me the Frenet frame for this data? Using the Graham-Schmidt...
Orthogonalization algorithm? Yes, sir. I prefer it over Euclidean coordinates.
Do they value being liked by others, even if it stunts progress? Then, even if it's tedious for you, relate to them as their friend, while keeping your professional boundaries intact.
What? What's with the get-up? Get-up? What do you mean?
The shorts. The shirt.
I thought this week we were wearing, little items to show our patriotism.
Looking good, Dale. You the man.
Are they someone who responds to flattery or taking credit for others' work? Then learn to acknowledge their greatness often. But make sure that you showcase your work in a way so that everyone in the organization knows that it's you who's the driver and leader of that project. One thing's for sure, with this type of a person, if you can let go of the expectation of being understood or appreciated, you won't be disappointed. Tip 4. Observe and try to understand the ways in which they prefer to communicate. To prevent unnecessary dramas from arising, ask them or figure out how they want you to communicate with them for urgent and non-urgent matters. For example, would they rather that you did not drop in frequently?
Base. Excuse me, Mr. Tarkanian?
Why are you interrupting me?
Well, I just thought that you...
You thought? You thought? You do not interrupt me! When I am busy, do you understand me? I do not want you to pull this amateur bull crap, all right? I am a professional. Do you hear me? Do you understand me?
Yes, Mr. Tarkanian.
Do they prefer that you schedule time with them up front? Navigate your boss's insecurities and weak points. If there's just one thing that you learn from this video, let it be this one. Know what motivates your boss. Understand why they are hired for the job. What's important to them? Is it recognition, financial reward? Is it power, authority? Are they focused on building a CV for a much bigger job?
I gotta say, I'm incredibly excited to be a part of your firm. I mean, the clients you have are absolutely
the clients. Your only responsibility is to put meat on the table.
How do they deal with threats to what's important to them?
Well, yeah, we gotta trim some of the fat around here.
Trim the... What do you mean by trim the fat?
I want you to fire the fat people. You can start with large margin.
No, seriously though, having an insight into this will help you to then get a sense of what's on the flip side of that, their insecurities. How confident and secure are they really about their own capabilities relative to their ambition. When it comes to weak points, how able and willing are they to deliver clear requests? How about ensuring that you have the resources that you need to get your job done? These are just some examples. The point here is that the more awareness you have about your boss's tolerance levels, insecurities, and weaknesses, the more you can navigate around this minefield. Tip 6, it's all about perspective. Master your ability to let go continually of your negative perception of them. Listen to them from nothing, free from past judgments. Doing this will help you to go beyond your boss's behavior and listen to the actual content of what they are saying. Frequently check in with yourself. Are you actually hearing what they are intending? Giving your negative perception of them, what they want to say might get distorted by your negative mental dialogue or noise that you have about your boss. This makes what they said and what you heard a little bit like Chinese whispers, a distorted and inaccurate form of their original message. As a result, this might have you react emotionally rather than respond constructively. This annoys your boss, perpetuating the cycle of misunderstanding and miscommunication. Also, bear in mind that they may miscommunicate due to perhaps pressures from above. Tip 7, don't take it personally. When your boss casts a bad mood, ill temper, or nasty comments, develop the ability to not pick up on the poison arrows that their words and their behavior are throwing in your direction. When your boss casts a bad mood or ill temper or nasty comments, develop the ability to not pick up on the poison arrows that their words or behavior are throwing in your direction. Discipline yourself to not stab yourself with the same arrow after they are done with their nastiness. Be very clear that it is not personal. So those were some pointers for how to navigate around the rocks in your professional river. But there are also some things that you should do. The first one is to praise your boss in public and offer criticism in private. The second is to create an inspiring context and vision for your work and your role. The third thing is to focus on your job and your goals. Don't let your work become about managing your difficult boss. Results speak for themselves. When you're delivering, your confidence will soar and your boss's difficult behavior will have less and less impact on you. The fourth thing is absolutely critical. Develop valuable relationships with key people. Create your own network within the organization, including finding official and unofficial mentors and allies. The fifth thing is to make 30 minutes every single day for self-care, 10 minutes for conscious breathing, and 20 minutes for a meditation of your choice. You can download some beautiful guided meditations from my website, smitajoshi.com, to help you to let go and relax. As a gift from me, please download from my website a guided meditation called A Star-Studded Sky. It's a really relaxing, beautiful meditation. Self-awareness is the silver bullet. Consider that difficult characters are the universe's invitation to us to become more self-aware and to discover innate capacities hidden in our deeper self. Self-awareness puts you in the driving seat. It gives you the ability to hold back and respond rather than react to avoid regrettable knee-jerk reactions. By understanding your own self better, by paying attention to the spoken communication as well as on picking up the more subtle energetic cues, you can effectively navigate your way around the rocks that can block your career progress. If you like this video, you might also enjoy one that I made on how to beat imposter syndrome. If you got value from this video, please do go ahead and hit the like button, leave me a comment about what's resonated with you in this video, and please share this video with others as well. And do check out my books called the Karma and Diamonds Trilogy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.